Welcome guys, I am Subha Malik and in this video I welcome you to Low Content Books Design Masterclass, and this will be the part 1 of this series. So as mentioned in my previous video, I will be making few videos about low content books and no content books design aspects so that you have a better understanding of this. Design matters a lot when it comes to low content and no content books. And when I have studied many successful publishers, and the one component is standing out, and that is design. Keeping this in view, I have started this masterclass, and in the first part of this we will be focusing on typography. So this is the part 1 and this is really important. If you master this typography aspect of design, then you will be very successful in this business as well. So what is typography? Typography is an art of written communication which one person uses to transmit an idea to others via text. So this is a visual communication and it is used to transmit some sort of idea using text. Like some examples are blog posts, websites, magazine, books, newsletters. In these all communications, text is used as a part of communication. It's visual communication that follows certain principles to make the message more appealing. Typography is a communication that follows certain universal principles, and in this video we will be looking at these principles. So what is the first one? This is the overview of these principles are basic elements of typography. The first one is typeface, then hierarchy, then contrast, which also means pairing, then is consistency, then next is alignment, white space, and color. So let's get started with our first one. Before doing this, if you are new to my channel, then do subscribe and also hit the bell notification icon so that you don't miss a new video from me. The first one is typeface. There are 3 basic kinds of typefaces. What is typeface? Typeface is a collection of a family of similar fonts. So there are 3 basic kinds of typefaces. The first one is serif. The serif is contains lines toward the edges like this, or little icons toward the edges like this. These are all called serif. That's why this font is called serif font. The second one is sans-serif. Sans mean without serifs. So you can see there are no serifs toward the corners. And the third one is decorative. Decorative doesn't fall under serif and sans-serifs. This is some sort of another category. So there are some good practices about typefaces or fonts that you should be following to create beautiful designs and appealing designs. The first one is only use 2 types of fonts in one design and 3 at max. Don't use multiple fonts in a design. Next, mix serif title with sans-serif body text. Third one is sans-serif title with serif body text. You can also use decorative font as title with sans-serif body text or serif body text. And never ever use decorative font as body text because it is low in readability. So next you can see here the contrast of these fonts. The title in first one, the title is serif and the body text is sans-serif. In second one, the title is sans-serif and the body text is serif. These both looks very appealing and attention grabbing. The second part of or second element of typography is hierarchy. Hierarchy is used to keep the idea organized. It divides information into categories like title, subtitle, body text. It actually guides the viewer attention to where look at first. It is visual cue that helps the reader identify the context of the information. Examples: websites and blogs using hierarchy. Let's see. This website is using hierarchy. This is the navigation, and here you can see the title is bold and the subcategory is you can say subheading, and then subheading is very small. So they are sticking with this hierarchy. They are not using different font or different style sizes. They are sticking with same hierarchy throughout. This makes the text look very appealing and attention grabbing and easy to read. The third third element or principle of typography is contrast. Contrast is used to make the design interesting. It helps to emphasize on any given idea. Contrast is used to emphasize on title or on subtitle or any element you want to make emphasis on. How you can use contrast in typography? With the help of font size, font type, color, weight and style are some ways to create contrast. You can change the font size, you can change the font type and make contrast between two fonts. For example, large text with small text. Here you can see on the left hand side, this is the good contrast. You can see large is written in very big and bold text, and small is written in italic. And in this contrast is also, this is the serif font and this is the sans-serif. This is also creating contrast. The bad contrast is using similar small, both the letters are small. You can see here it is written in the same size and same text, and this is not creating any type of contrast. Now the next element of typography is consistency. What this means is being consistent throughout the design. You need to stick with your style. You have chosen particular book design. Using consistent fonts to avoid confusion. If you are not using consistent fonts throughout your design, it will confuse the customer or end user. Avoid using too many fonts. There should be double O. Too many fonts as it gives messy looks and confuses the end user. You need to stick with two or three fonts at maximum. The next one is pick hierarchy. Pick a hierarchy and stick with it throughout the design. What this means is, for example, you are making a chapter book, then you can see here either you should stick with this one, chapter 1, then your next chapter should be written as like the same style. If you write chapter 1 like this and the chapter 2 like this, and this will make very messy and unappealing look. So the next one is alignment. Alignment is very important. It is the orientation of text with respect to other elements of the design. Every element should be aligned with one of the other element. So you can see here the title is aligned with body text, or you can see on other way, like the body text is aligned with this title, and this makes it appealing. The next is don't align center line body text or your interior. If you are making low content and no content books, then don't center line your interiors. Don't overly use the center alignment. Always use left alignment, or where needed you can use center alignment, but stick to left alignment. Left alignment is some sort of alignment that is mostly used in designs. You can see here bad alignment. Example of bad alignment: the title is left aligned and the body text is center aligned, and this is giving very messy look. The next one is white space. White space is also very important element of typography. It is the empty space around the text or objects that provides breathing room. You can add white space using margins, padding, or any empty area, uncluttered empty area. It creates a pleasing visual experience for the user, and it also helps grabbing the viewer's attention. White space increases the readability. This is also important for making your text readable. It also gives a stylish look to your design. You can see here the first one example here. There is no white space between title and the body text, and on the right hand side you can see here there is a very good looking space between title and body text, and this makes this text look very appealing and easy to read. The next one is color. This is a very important part of typography. The choice of colors makes either make or break your whole design. It sets the mood for your design. Right color selections makes the text stand out. There are three main components of color: hue, saturation and value. You can see here on the dark background light color is being used, and this is making it stand out. Contrary, on dark color is being used on dark background, and it doesn't make it look better. It is not visible, not readable, and it is not appealing. Here we will be quickly looking at what is hue, saturation or value. You can if you have been using Photoshop, then you can see this color selection panel. Hue is the shade of color. You can also say this is the another name for color. If you are using Photoshop, you can see this purple, and this is hue. It's another name for a color. The next one is saturation. Saturation means how brilliant the color is. You can see here the color is less brilliant, and while moving towards your right, it's becoming more brilliant or more bright. This called the saturation. Saturation is increasing while moving from left to right. The next one is value. Value is lightness or darkness of a color. It is the amount of black being added to a color. You can say the amount of black color or mix of black color with any other color. Here, if you move toward the top, the lightness increases, and that's why you can see the values moving toward the top, the darkness decreasing. If you move down, the darkness or value increases. This is the first part of our typography, our design masterclass of low content and no content books. Thanks for watching, and if you are new to my channel, then do subscribe and also hit the bell notification icon so that you get notified about my upcoming video about design element of low or no content books. If you have any question, then do mention your question below in the comment section. And thanks for watching again. See you in the next video. Goodbye.